Hi guy, it's been a very long time since I last did a video, probably going back 4 or 5 months, something like that, maybe even longer, I just don't know. Basically, where have I been? I've still been around, I've just not been commenting, but I've been watching videos, just hanging around now and again in the background. Basically, some of you might know, some of you might not, the whole Pixel Nation thing, I gave up around Christmas time and passed it on to someone else. Sadly, from what I can gather, this person seems to have disappeared off the face of the earth. I'd almost finished the 3rd issue, it was up to about 96 pages, but I don't know where it's up to now. There was 7 pages to do before it was released. The website's gone down. I do know at one point it was going to be open to be, the website was going to be like redone and re-edited because he wanted to go in a different direction, but it's all gone quiet and none of the writers have heard anything, or the designers, so it's all a bit up in the air at the moment. It's been like that for a couple of months, so I just don't know what's going to happen. Am I disappointed? Well, yeah, I mean, I pretty much did, like on the editing side, and obviously because I did some of it writing the articles myself, but like the 1st and the 2nd issues put together myself. What I mean like that is obviously I didn't write all the articles, no. But you know, I had all the people talking, talked like with all the designers, got everything sorted on that side, and it just sounded like, oh, you just sat in the background, but you don't realise until you do a project like that just the amount of work and communication and stuff that gets involved, and just going. I was doing all this in my spare time, you know, going back and forth all the time, talking to different people, keeping things going, and the amount of hours and time that went into it. And like I said, I was just burnt out by the end of the 3rd issue, and I passed it on to this other guy who promised he was going to bring it out, but nothing's happened with it yet, and it's disappointing. But I just, you know, not much you can do. As a whole, I also used to run Nesbit, as I'm sure some of you knew, but what can I say? So something did happen behind the scenes with the whole Pixel Nation thing with somebody else, but it's not something I'm going to talk about. But I just ended up walking away from it all because I just had enough. I was putting too much time into it. Basically got screwed by someone. Yeah, and not somebody on the design team or any of the writers or anything like that. It was someone who was supposed to be coming along and helping, and you know, I just got let down quite a fair bit. And yeah, so I just gave up and walked away. And I was at that point, I needed a break from gaming as a whole. I mean, I got rid of everything. I was running Nesbit. I'd been running that for about 1.5 years, maybe 2 years even, because I wrote about 50,000 words just to get the reviews going for it. And so about 99% of the writing on that site was all down to me. It was a hell of a task, and it was massive. I was getting the traffic through and everything. The forum community was a bit slow, didn't really go anywhere, but I generally found all over the net that's some of that's happening with forums all over, so it wasn't too surprising. But yeah, I gave up on it. I just couldn't. I was paying out a fair chunk for it because I was hosting like gigabytes and gigabytes of like old magazines and scanned stuff. I mean, originally I did some. This is what started Pixel Nation, was these Nesbit magazines, and I just did them because the idea was, you know, I'd sell them at like 99p, so that whenever they sold, it'd go straight on for paying the hosting and stuff. But towards it, you know, they just weren't selling, and it was just getting too expensive, and I just had enough. I just did not want to look at another game system. So yeah, so all my Nintendo collection went. I was 5, maybe 6 cartridges off the full set, all gone, all the accessories, everything just gone. I mean, just looking over to there, that's, hang on, sorry, that shelving storage there is where it all went. Yeah, exactly, it was a lot of gear to get rid of. But yeah, I got rid of it and never looked back. What I've been doing since then, I got rid of me Xbox 360, the PS3 went. I had a soft modded Wii with loads of arcade stuff on, that went. I mean, the only thing I've kept, even me Vita went, got rid of the lot, I'd had enough. The only thing I've got left and kept was been me iPad, but that's just because I use that for other things, and I played very little games, and since probably, what was this, November time I think this has happened, so it's been a good, yeah, well, probably December time. I've saved a hell of a lot of money. I have moved into other things, you know, other hobbies. I'll be doing, which I'm going to start doing other videos on, but I'll come into that in a later video. But yeah, will I go back to gaming? I probably will. I mean, I've been keeping sort of the odd dab on it now and again. I mean, I was always intrigued by the Wii U. I thought that would be something interesting. But I've only started looking into it properly in the last few weeks. I mean, it's is it now 11th of April? And all the articles and stuff I've been reading on it, it's just been, it sounds like a bit of a disaster really, you know, there's next to no games on it. I mean, I was looking on Amazon just earlier today, and I think between now and May, I think there's maybe 4 or 5 shovelware games, like absolutely awful games, but it's beyond like the Lego game, because apparently that city, Lego City Undercover looked really good. But yeah, so I might pick one up maybe later on in the year just to have a dabble. But generally, I've just done with gaming as a whole. It's just, I don't know, it's just not held as much of an appeal. Will that be forever? I honestly don't know. But for the time being, I've just stopped. I've taken a breather, and I've not missed the modern consoles, the retro stuff. I did dabble a bit around just as I was getting rid of all the NES. I got a PS1 off someone off Facebook, and I got a lot of pirate games for that because it had a mod chip in it. I didn't care, you know. I was getting rid of my gaming systems. It was only a temporary one. I enjoyed it for the most part. I mean, it was all right, but again, at the time, gaming just was not my thing with everything that was going on. I just wanted a break from it all, and yeah, so. It's a bit of a long subject, isn't it? But I don't know, I still have the odd hankering to play NES games. I mean, I kept my NES USB pouch. I probably did a video on it over a year ago. That's an amazing little thing. I've not actually used it in 3-4 months, but if I start dabbling around and playing with that again, then I'll probably go down the console route and maybe start getting some more NES. I don't know, but I'm done with like the public, I don't know what you call that, but like having gaming websites and running my own thing and stuff like that, because at the end of the day it was a lot of stress, getting very little out of it. I mean, I even gave up on the YouTube channel for a bit, but the only reason I've come back is I've been collecting other stuff that's not gaming related, and I've been looking at people's videos, and then I came across a Matt Barton video. It's the guy who does what's called the Matt Chat videos. I was up until last year a big fan of the stuff he was doing, and then when I just stopped watching when the gaming started coming around. But watched a couple of his vids today on the Goldbot collections from SSI, and I just you know, the inkling is still there, so I probably will start dabbling back in games eventually. And at the moment I'm still just a bit, you know, a bit prickly about it all. But yeah, so I've not really been up to much beyond that. As I said, I've been collecting other stuff. I've not really been spending too much money on things. I mean, you know, get a few Blu-rays and lounge around. I've been dabbling in something called Second Life, which somebody recommended around November time last year, just to have a walk around the communities on there, and that's probably the closest I've been to gaming, and that was 2 months ago. So yeah, I've been doing next to nothing with games. I did over Christmas, you know, as you do, you get presents and stuff, and I got a Blu-ray player, because after I saw that, this was like an idiot. I never even thought at the time. I sold the PS3, and I remember on the day it had gone, because I sold it on a forum, and I was boxing it up for this guy, and I thought to myself, how the frig am I going to watch my Blu-ray disc style? So yeah, I had to use a big chunk of that money to then go and buy a good enough Blu-ray player to replace that, and it didn't cost too much. It only cost about a ton. And then at Christmas I got a surround sound system as a gift off the family, which was pretty good. So I've been enjoying that a fair bit. 1 second. I am a bit of a closet Trekkie really, probably not anymore now I've said that. I've been working my way through the next gen collections, because the third season is due in a couple of weeks time. Love that to bits. I mean, I do have the both original series 1 and 2. I'm not really a fan of it, I'll be honest. And I watched it as a kid, you know, I saw the odd one. Probably my biggest approach of it all was probably seeing the movies as a kid, but like 25 years ago, no, I'm that old. But the TV show, I can understand why it was enjoyable at the time when it came out, you know, because it was very futuristic. Nobody was really doing stuff like that on TV. Very entertaining for them at the time, but for me personally, it doesn't really hold up. It's not really the dodgy sets or anything like that. It's too hammy, and that's the attraction for it for most people. But next gen, you know, as a teenager, I grew up on that. You know, I watched BBC Two on I think it was 6 o'clock once a week, every new episode, and it was just something that really drew me in. You know, I just love watching it, and getting it on Blu-ray has just been fantastic because the picture quality is friggin' amazing. Well, season 1 was amazing. Series 2, which even though it's the better season, the quality of the Blu-ray is ever so slightly. It's not as good as the first one. I don't care what anyone says. It is off, and the sound is just different to the first season. I don't think it's as good, but I believe the third series is being done by a different company to who did season 2. So and I've been hearing very good things on websites and stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, no, there you go. I've outed myself as a Trekkie. I'm just looking at what else I've been doing. You know, that's been about it. So yeah, expect the odd video now again. I've not disappeared completely. Like I say, I've just not been posting videos as much as I used to. In fact, I've not been posting videos at all, but I have been watching, I have been around. I've just not been getting too involved, but hopefully maybe that'll change, who knows, Anyway guys, I'm going to call it a day there. This is just my popping back to say hello video. I'll probably have another one up sooner or later. I've started collecting some other stuff. I'm going to do a video shortly, I think, but I don't know when I'll post that. Anyway, and I'll see all you soon, and thanks for putting up with this time away. I mean, I know I've had a fair few people left as subscribers. Well, I don't blame them at the end of the day. What was I posting? But you know, I posted over, is it 450 videos, something like that? So yeah, no, bloody hell, they're only about 10 or 15 minutes a pop. This one I'm doing now is huge, but I mean, people can go back and watch stuff if they want. I've got pretty much videos for every game system. I think that's how crazy it was. So yeah, if you like that sort of thing, have a look through the back catalogue, there's loads. But yeah, anyway guys, as always, thanks for watching, and yeah, looking forward to some more videos soon.